Hello again, sweet friends. I'm glad you're here. I wanted to do another video, but this one, my last video I think was an all seated on the ground video. Today we are going to do an all standing video. So if you are, I don't know, if you feel tired and you need a little pick me up, if you're already energized, you just kind of want to stretch it out, get a little energy in the body flowing, then try this out. I'm going to try and keep it not too long so you can maybe fit it into a busy day if you need to. And we'll keep it really simple. So you guys know me, start with your breath, stay with your breath. We're just going to start simply standing. Just find your stability in your standing pose, Tadasana or mountain pose. So your feet can be hip width apart. If you want to bring them together, that's fine. I find more stability hip width apart. Totally up to you, your preference. Don't lock out in your knees. Keep a little buoyancy there. And we don't need to suck our bellies in really hard. We want to have our natural curve in our spine. Maybe inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, pull your shoulder blades down and slightly together, maybe rotating through your upper arms to bring your shoulder blades together so we're not lifting our chest. We're keeping our ribs down and we're letting the work be in our shoulders and our chest muscles. Reach through the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Let your shoulders just naturally fall away from your ears. So I hold tons and tons of tension in my neck and shoulders. Sometimes I have to inhale, squeeze, exhale, pull them down a couple times to let it release. So take your time and play in your mountain pose, your standing pose. Play with different engagement and find where you feel the most stable. You can have palms facing forward or you can have them in, it doesn't matter. And when you get to your stability, where you feel strong, stable, take 3 long, slow, deep breaths. Breathe into your belly. You can sigh it out if you want, exhaling all the way. Big inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. We're going to start with a simple foot stretch now. So whichever foot, it doesn't matter. Actually, let's go ahead and unify. Let's start with our left foot. So just lift your toes, maybe roll your ankle. You can keep your foot on the mat or you can lift your foot. It doesn't matter. Whichever feels best. But whatever you do, so we kind of have a tendency, we're on one leg, so we're going to let if I'm standing on my right leg, my right hip is going to cock out. Let's work on building around our stability muscles around our hip. So suck that hip in. Let your left hip lift a little bit. That's fine. We're working on these nice little muscles here. You can take your foot back, stretch to the top of your foot. Rolling through, but again, pressing through that right leg. We're not locking out through the knee and we're keeping that hip in. So we have one nice straight line. Go ahead and drop your left foot and switch sides. Keeping that hip drawn in. Roll through that right ankle. You can lift your foot. Reach back. Whatever feels best. Perfect. And then when you're ready, come back to your mountain pose, your standing pose. And again, find your stability, pressing through all 4 corners of the feet evenly. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and rock back and forth just a little bit. You can go side to side. And that's a really good way to find if you're leaning far one way or the other. So find your stability, and when you're ready, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring your arms down. 2 more times, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms down. One more. Inhale, arms come up, still standing strong through our legs. This time, bring your palms together above your head. Maybe look up if it's comfortable in your neck. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart space. Now, activate through your palms. We're really going to press our palms together here. Pull your shoulders up, shoulder blades down and together again. So we're not scrunching up. Press, press, press through your palms. Inhale. On your exhale, keep pressing through your palms. Take your fingertips down, forearm stretch. Again, keeping your shoulder blades together, not arching through our back and ribs, keeping our ribs down. Breathing. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we're going to take it all the way forward, forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Maybe rock your knees back and forth here. Or you can just let your body hang. When you're ready, we'll inhale, halfway lift. You can have your fingertips on your mat, shins, thighs, or airplane arms behind yourself. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, tuck your chin. Inhale, roll it up. Arms come all the way up. Exhale, take it all the way back down. Tucking your chin. Inhale, roll it up. Arms come all the way up. Exhale, take it all the way down. Perfect. Now from here, from the front of your mat, I'm going to move here so you guys can watch me what I'm doing. So you have your stability, your fingertips are on your mat. When you're ready, inhale, roll it up. Bring your hands to prayer position at your heart. Pressing through all four corners of your feet again. When you're ready, finding a little buoyancy in your knees, shifting your weight to your right foot. Lift your left foot, step it back. Just move nice and slow. You find yourself in a high lunge. Keep one nice long line here. Keep your pelvis underneath you. If you want to widen your stance, you can. Press your heel towards the back wall. Press your back of your knee towards the ceiling. Front leg is bent, pulling gently back through that right femur. Breathing here. You're doing great. You got this. And then when you're ready, big inhale. On an exhale, you're going to turn towards your left, opening it up. You can adjust your stance. We're going to come to warrior two. So you want your left foot either facing forward, same way as your torso, or you want it facing the toes slightly turned towards the front left corner of your mat. Keep that front knee bent and play here. Find your stability. You want to be able to press into both feet. You should be strong, strong, strong in your legs. Try not to let that knee roll in too much. Really strong in your legs. Find where you want your legs, where it feels most comfortable for you. And then when you're ready, take your arms all the way out, shoulder width. You can keep palms facing down, reaching through the fingertips. Personally, I like to turn my palms up. It just gives me a little extra work on my arms. Palms up, face forward. Breathe deep. Legs are working hard here. Breathe into your belly. Keep pressing into both feet. Activating that front right thigh, glute, left inner thigh. One more big exhale. Now one more full breath. And then on your next inhale, when you're ready, straighten that front leg. Take that right arm up and over. You can bring your left leg down that left thigh. We're coming into a reverse triangle now. Don't lock your knee out here. You want to keep a nice buoyancy there. And then you want to keep your ribs down and let the side body stretch. We don't want to arch here. Breathing deep. On your next inhale, back to warrior two. Just for one breath. And then when you're ready, on your next inhale, you can start adjusting your feet whenever you need, because we're going to swing our left arm down and we're going to pivot and we're going to come back to our high lunge. Ta-da! Breathing deep. And then when you're ready, step it up back to your Tadasana. Ta-da! Notice how you feel. See if you can tell a difference. Does the right lower body feel different than the left lower body? Take a deep breath. Feet hip width apart again. Find your stability here. Slight bend in the knees. We're going to inhale, arms come up. Exhale, left hand is going to drop down and come behind, and we're going to come into a twist. So your right fingertips, I'll turn sideways. So we're in a twist here. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right arm comes down. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Reach, reach, reach the fingertips away from each other. Inhale, arms come up. 2 more times each side. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale, 1 more time each side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sweet. Inhale. Exhale. Arms or hands come to prayer position at your heart. We're standing in our Tadasana. I'm going to go here so you can watch me. Find your stability, find your balance. When you're ready, slight buoyancy in your knees. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right foot is going to come up and step behind you. Find a nice high lunge. Again, that knee is lifted towards the ceiling. Front knee bent. Gently pulling back, not cocking that hip forward. We're pulling that hip back. And you can have a wider stance. You can have a shorter stance, whatever feels best in your body today. Breathe. And then when you're ready, open it up. And then play with your stance here. Play with your legs. Play with everything until you find your most comfortable warrior two legs where you can really feel the engagement. Pressing into both feet. Activating that inner thigh. This thigh is activated. Everything is working. When you're ready, arms come up. Palms down or up, your choice. Find your breath. 3 big deep breaths. No, let's take 5. 5 big deep breaths. Pressing into your feet strong. You've got this. Smile. Then when you're ready, inhale, straighten that leg and find your reverse triangle. So again, slight bend in that front knee, still pressing into the back leg. Ribs are staying in here. Breathe, 3 deep breaths. And then inhale back to your warrior two, just for a couple breaths. And then when you're ready, start shifting around until you can swing that arm down and come back into your high lunge. Breathing deep. And then when you're ready, we'll step it back up to our mountain pose. Let your arms drop, kind of shake it out, shake your hips out. And then as you're ready, take your feet wide. We're getting close to finishing up here, so just a little bit longer. So you want to take your feet wide enough to where you can press into the outer edges of your feet, activate your inner thighs, drawing everything up and in without feeling off balance. You want to have some stability here. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. You can bring your hands to your waistline, or you can take them straight out. Pressing, legs are strong, pressing into our feet. And then when you're ready, take your hips back, chest forward. So arms are out or here, superhero. We're gonna come into a wide-legged forward fold. You can pause halfway if you want. And when you're ready, take it all the way forward. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. I'm gonna give you some options here. So, you can stay right here. This is perfect. Feels amazing. You can walk your hands back and come into a deeper fold. You can keep your hands here at our first bus stop. You can turn out one foot, sink down and stretch through your inner thighs, walking your feet walking yourself side to side, stretching through the inner thighs with your feet turned slightly out instead of in. Or you can be in your deep forward fold, walk yourself from one shin to the other. So those are some options for you. Find where you want to be. Take some deep breaths. Pressing into our feet strong. Now, if you're going side to side in one of the other variations, go ahead and even it out, and then we will all meet back here with our wrists under our shoulders, and we're going to come into a twist. So whenever you're ready, take your right hand underneath your nose, press the earth away from you. We're going to inhale, open up to the left. Exhale, replace left hand with right. Inhale, open up. And then we're going to do that 2 more times each side. Just move with your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, switch. Inhale, open. Exhale, switch. Inhale, open. Exhale, switch. Open. Switch. We're going to come back up the same way we came in. So if you want hands here or arms out, carefully keep your knees slightly bent, coming up. And then we will heel toe our feet back to mountain pose. Finishing up here, just a couple more things. So we're going to find a nice balancing pose here. My pose of choice today is going to be a standing one-legged Tadasana. You can come to tree pose, whatever you choose. All the same standing leg principles apply, right? So find your stability, find your mountain pose, shift your weight. Let's all shift our weight to our left foot. Lift the right leg. Squeeze that left hip in. Now, if you're coming to tree, you're going to open up here. Don't let your hip cock out. Keep it in. And you'll do it that way. If you're coming to one-legged Tadasana, you can come here. Or you can hold on to your knee. Breathe wherever you are. Don't lock out in that standing leg. If you're in one-legged Tadasana and you want, you can find a twist. This is one of my favorites. Breathe. Whenever you're ready, release. You can still be in your tree if it feels good. It doesn't matter what variation. Pressing leg and foot together, however you want your arms. Doesn't matter. Find what feels good. Whatever feels right today, whatever feels perfect in your body. And then whenever you're ready, we'll switch sides, whichever you choose. Keep that hip sucked in. And find your balance pose. Don't forget to breathe. If you're in tree, whatever variation you need it to be today. Whenever you're done, bring yourself back to your mountain pose. We'll walk our feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Turn your toes out slightly. And then when you're ready, you're going to sink your pelvis down, bend your knees, tracking over your middle toes. We're going to come to a goddess pose. So you can come to a nice goddess. You can bring your arms up here. You can keep your hands on your hips, whatever feels best. You want to keep your knees tracking your middle toes. And you can sink down as much as you want. If you want to come to full goddess. Breathe. 2 more breaths. You got this, 1 more. Exhale, release. Walk your feet in. You did it. Ta-da. Find your mountain pose once again. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands together, straight down the center. Prayer position at your heart space. 3 big inhales, 3 big exhales. When you're ready, keep your hands where they are if it feels right. If not, you can drop them by your sides. No matter, drop your chin to your chest. Feel a nice stretch in the back of your neck. Bowing deeply to yourself for showing up on the mat. It was an honor to let me guide you through your practice and your journey today. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything you need, let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you next time. Namaste.